Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Cauldrons of War Stalingrad with a special bonus episode brought to you by my Patreon supporter Pumdara. Finally fixed that sound, so things should be okay from here. Let's get started. I guess, yeah, they got that. Up in the north, I kind of want to send the 30th to the siege of Leningrad anyway. Go to the front. That wasn't the most amazing, but I took care of one of them, so that's good enough at least. These guys are in retreat for whatever reason, and these guys ain't doing that well either. Once again, nothing happened up there, nothing here, here, here. Some pretty decent shelling. They're too powerful, but they lost a bit of infantry. That's also okay. They still have too much there, obviously, but oh well. Nothing happened here. Then at Vornesh, nothing happened. This is Army Group A or B. Need to put a unit here against the 64th Army at the very least. These guys attacked, nothing happened. So let's do that. I'll send a 14th Motorized Corps to southern approach to Stalingrad. Could put the 6th Army there too. Nah. Let's get these guys to the southern approach to Stalingrad, like I said. And over here, these guys are in good shape now. And them doing that breakthrough gets me to 100%. The Wehrmacht has reached the Don. Beyond that, only 60 kilometers separates the German troops from Stalingrad and the Volga, a major axis of communication for the Soviets. Sweet. So this is to get across the Don. And great. 4th Panzer is there. That's not exactly ideal. Actually, kind of frustrating. If you ask me. It's just so annoying that you cannot choose. Like, obviously I don't want 1st Panzer there. And now, I would like to get them there, but then of course they can't. I'm not really sure why, even. Surprised these guys are even alive. mean, I guess I killed them. How many airplanes do I have in Crimea? 7. That's quite a lot. So I guess that was okay. Could have been somewhat better, but maybe I can just keep walking next turn. We'll see. People's militias refit only, huh? Down here. Well, it's bad weather now, so I'm not particularly eager then to kind of like do that. Whereas in here, this is the race to the Terek. It's a pretty big army. If I I'm also not sure why these guys are in reserve here. Well, I would do breakthrough here anyway. And I guess go to the front. Kinda sucks, but not that much else I can do there. The Terek is reached. For the Wehrmacht, the challenge will be to cross it. Process for the operation 100. Okay. So now I'm here. Battle for the Terek. And then it seems like the 57th is there now. A barrier? No, a formality. On the map, the Don seems to be a formidable obstacle for the German troops. However, it is not. Indeed, the two banks are not equal. The western bank towers 70 to 100 meters over an east bank devoid of shelter. The river itself, although 100 to 400 meters wide, has a weak current that is shallow in many places, making it easily crossable by canoe and facilitating the construction of bridges by engineers. Finally, in the summer period, fords are forming here and there, further increasing the possibilities of crossing. Finally, the Kalach Bridge has been captured in good condition. For all these reasons, the next operation towards Stalingrad will not give a river defense bonus to the defender. Let's cross that river. The Army of the Edge of the World. Our armies on the Terek and in the Kalmyk Steppe are at the end of an immense logistical chain. Rostov is the last point we can reach by rail. The 400 to 800 kilometer remaining to be covered are lacking proper roads and are subjected to sandstorms. Because of the distances, their autonomy, and the shortage of fuel, trucks are used far less than horses, mules, and even camels. Our supply is now being delivered at the slow pace of the caravans. Vehicles are starting to suffer greatly from the lack of spare parts. The heaviest tanks must theoretically undergo repairs every 600 kilometers, and on site, crews and mechanics make do with the means at hand, cannibalizing some vehicles to keep others running. Panzer and mechanized units in the Kalmyk Steppe or on the edges of the Terek gain 4 fatigue points. Units in these regions lose 1 point of cohesion. We will adapt. Sonderverband Bergman. The people of the Caucasus never fully accepted the Russian Empire, nor the USSR that came after. The hotbeds of revolt could ever be completely extinguished. Some of the rebels made contact with us. Although the Reich made no commitments we are seen as liberators. There is an opportunity to be exploited. At the Ostministerium organizes the Caucasian prisoners into national fighting battalions. Elite forces are already at work. The largely Georgian Sonderverband Bergman was trained to be parachuted behind enemy lines. The General Staff had considered to make them jump on the Grozny oil deposits in order to capture these facilities intact, but this operation is so risky that elite soldiers may well be sacrificed in vain. A better use of Bergman troops could be to carry out psychological warfare actions in order to provoke desertions amongst the Caucasians of the Red Army, even carry out organizations of the Caucasian resistance behind Soviet lines. I can either jump on Grozny, you have a very slim chance of capturing these installations intact, help the partisans, anti-Soviet partisans appear on the Terek area and beyond, or conduct psychological warfare. Soviet units on the Terek lose 1 cohesion and are known. And Army Group Infantry Reinforcement +1. Let's go for help the partisans. The commandos are parachuted in small groups behind enemy lines. Equipped with radios, explosives, and large sums of rubles, they manage to make contact with Chechen officials and rebels. The NKVD is very active and above all very competent. Few of these men will return, but successful actions of sabotage operations will make life harder for the Soviets every day. The anti-Soviet partisans appear on the Terek and operations beyond. Historical choices. The green buttons indicate the historical choices. By choosing the green button, you know that you will stay in a general historical framework. You'll probably be surprised to sometimes see several green buttons for the same event. This can have several causes. A. The High Command has perhaps hesitated and changed its mind several times on this question. B. Historians may have very different opinions and the question is still debated. C. The historical choice is a mixture of several choices. You just have the opportunity to press more in one direction or another. D. I may have put the wrong color in a button. Yes, things like that can happen when you have your nose on the code rather than on the text. But if there's no green button, that's either because it's an event without choice or an event that did not happen historically. Okay. Alright. Let's start again in the north. 42nd is in reserve. They didn't really reorganize. Crap. I did kill one of them and the other. And let's progress. Okay. It's not certain if everyone can afford to take by force. A slow siege may be for a bloody capture of the city. I just captured it though, so. Alright, sweet. We didn't lose anything in these. Everything is there now. I'll have to, reorganize everything there in due time. Okay. It's now disputed in this part of the center. Unfortunately, weather is good here now. Barrier troops. Then down here, nothing happened at Voronezh. Against the 4th Army, they again did these kind of night raids with nothing there. So there's that. Nothing here. They smashed the 57th into the 4th Panzer Army. Didn't go that well for them. Here, 62nd Army refit. They smashed the 64th Army into that motorized corps. Didn't do much. They lost a bit, but not exceptionally much. Then here, 18th Army, that's new. 14th Tank Corps, 44th Army. Crap. And then here, nothing. Nothing. Let's progress. German forces are inside of the first defenses of Novorossiysk. Sure. Novorossiysk. The capture of Novorossiysk would open a coastal road to Batumi for the Wehrmacht, but above anything else would enable supplying forces by sea. Well, you're not gonna do that. So basically what I would have to do is I would have to refit Groepe Mattenkloot twice here anyway. There's practically no way I'm attacking Novorossiysk now, or at least for the moment. Certainly that wouldn't work. I have one more plane here. Unfortunately, that does indeed mean that with this being disputed, there's not that much else that I can do with that. That's a big army. So that's rather unfortunate. Let's start here with air superiority. Kill all the militia. Now, I do need to send some troops out, so I will send these to the battle for the Terek, because otherwise there will be a problem. And I guess I can just start with breakthrough here. I'm gonna have to do something like that there anyway. Like, I need to at some point decide to move forward, regardless of anything else. So over here, this is disputed. The thing is, both of these are in reserve, so I'll likely attack the People's Militia. Crap. Okay. Field depots have fallen into the attacker's hands. Just fuck me. I just wasted this for 2, thinking I'd be able to beat the militia. Like this, things like that, they're absolutely killing for your progress. Fuck that. Alright. Fall of Leningrad. The city of the October Revolution has fallen. This victory is not only military, but it is also a strong symbolic blow that has been dealt to the Bolsheviks. The confidence of the Axis members is rising, and the Finns may well come out of their wait-and-see attitude. Axis cohesion plus 15. Local supply of the Signavino offensive increased by 1. Strategic supply of Army Group North increased by 2. It's a great victory. Offensive on Rzhev. The Red Army is launching a determined offensive to reduce or even eliminate the Rzhev salient. The alert is serious enough that General Modrel himself is worried despite the excellence of the defenses he has set up. The Rzhev salient mobilized many Soviet troops and helps convince our enemy that we did not give up the goal of taking Moscow. On the other hand, the vigorous defense of the salient risks mobilizing resources much needed further south. Can either support them briefly. Our group center plus 1 command point. Permanent and this turn. Group B or south, minus 2 command points this turn. Group B aircraft are loaned to our group center this turn. Helps convince the enemy of an offensive on Moscow. That's probably still better. Alpini. The Italian army in Russia is ready. However, its 10 divisions will not be enough to cover the flanks of our armies advancing towards the Don Loop. The Italian troops do include the excellent Alpini Corps skilled in mountain warfare. These troops would be perfect for operations to the Caucasus. But without these forces, the Italian army would not have enough men to cover its sector on the front. It seems that there's no ideal choice for their employment on the Eastern Front. Italian 8th Army splits, and the Rapid Corps renamed 35th Corps, or send them to guard the Don. Let's split. The Finnish get involved south of the Neva. The resounding victory of our troops in Leningrad finally brought the Finns out of their wait-and-see attitude. 2 Finnish Army Corps crossed the Neva to support our troops along the Volkhov. This decision created heated debates within the Finnish government. It has firmly anchored Finland to our camp and puts an end to the hypocrisy of a separate Finnish war. Thus supported, we will finally be able to send reinforcements to the other army groups. Axis cohesion +5, 2 Finnish Army Corps joining the advance to the north, and offensive increased by 1. Local supply. Victory is possible. Okay. Let's start with the Crimea. So nothing happened at Novorossiysk. Black is support with his powerful guns. Not sure how powerful they are. But first of all, let's send that in here. Got some serious shelling. I lost 1 artillery and 1 cohesion in one of my forces. What I will do, though, up here, is I will get the giant guns to the strategic reserve. Let's start with that. Refit them. Refit them. And then send these guns to Hirslupamita. From the center, I will send them. Jeez, I can't even send them any further than Army Group B or A. Man, what a disaster. 46th Army. Wow. Okay, that's a lot. Seems to me that 18th Army just kinda killed itself. Exactly. I guess I'll just only attack there for this turn. They're encircled. I'm going to 84. In the center, they actually did not really do all that much. I have no ammo, but I think that should be okay. -3 infantry there is also pretty good. Killing 10th Army, pretty good. Let's refit them. They lost quite a few things there, which I like. Of course, this is a bit trickier, but the situation in the center isn't even that bad. Blah. Okay. They dead. What do I have here? So I can actually send these 2 over to block everything there, but unfortunately I can't really do anything here now. Now I did send a group of Mattenklot. So for the moment then, I will just use breakthrough. And that, obviously not amazing, but, you know, with only 3, it just takes quite a while before I'm able to really do anything there. That just kind of sucks. That's what I thought. So that happened. Then what I can do is I will send these to the Kalmyk steppe. They cannot move this time, but these guys sure can. The Kalmyk steppe stretches to the east, all the way to the Volga, as far as the eye can see. It will have to be crossed to reach Astrakhan. Indeed. 63. They're exhausted now. Kind of sucks. But can't be helped. August 13th. Let's start here in the north. They started shelling the 30th Corps again. I actually kind of feel like they should be refit. They're just in a bit of trouble. They should be reasonably okay now, but I have so many forces there, it should be fine, kind of. 34th Army, huh? Got itself into a bit of trouble. Didn't really matter a whole lot for that part. So then here, let's take a look. 43rd Army smashed into 9th, lost a bit. 5th Tank Corps to the front. 8th Tank Corps attacked 9th Army. There's resupplied. 8th Tank Corps attacked 9th Army. Didn't go very well. They resupplied. So 8th Tank Corps, well, we got this 8th Tank Corps being surrounded now, so they are attacking, and then here nothing much. They still have both of these out there, and then a bunch of forces here in reserve that I cannot see. Voronezh, some night attacks. Oh, that actually did wear them out. I will have to actually refit that. There's just no way that I can let them destroy that somehow. How are we here? 12th Army refit. So they put a unit there. Down here, they smashed into those. Okay. And then here, 10th Guards Rifle to the front. And here, 11th Guards Rifles. So a unit like this, I can't really see how much they have, but it's a corps unit, not an army unit. This corps has 1 to 3, so with a little bit of luck, they're not in too great a shape. How many planes do I have here now? 0. It's Crimea HQ. Group A, it's 11. B, it's also 11. Center, it's 1. And north, it's 6. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap things up here. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. Special shout out to my Patreon supporters, Spooner out, Dodger Bastard, Seed Swords, Mandingo, and Tomislav Chlin. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.